Alright, everyone. Hey, Celeste here. If y'all don't know me, let me reintroduce myself, and if you do, then you can fast forward until however long I'm talking for. But I am Celeste. I started this YouTube channel to basically document my counseling master's degree program that I'm doing, which is the clinical mental health counseling, as well as my accelerated BSN program that I got reaccepted into. Now, if you have been following me from the beginning of the revamping of my channel, then you would know where I've been accepted into and how that's going. Now, you also know that I'm keeping it on the hush hush from the rest of my family. So basically, y'all would be the only one that kind of knows. I kind of know my Instagram, they know. So, and I have a page dedicated for this. So I will put it in the description below, so you guys can follow me there and learn a little bit more about my journey, and then how I'm paying for everything in general, because finances are the biggest thing that I have a problem with right now. And that is already explained because I'm currently not working, unfortunately. And that is not of my own free will. And you guys see that I'm able-bodied and ready to work. But unfortunately, my last recent job was going through a transition, and I wasn't transitioned with them. So originally, I was supposed to stay until August 1st, but I was like, nope, I will just leave and hopefully something comes up. I've been having interviews, but nothing really sustaining. I mean, I had one that I accepted for next week Monday, but unfortunately can't take it because of the schedule. But if something else will come up, I leave it in God's hands, and I'm not gonna rush the process. But I do have I had a phone screening interview with a doctor in where I used to work, so it's like still downtown Silver Springs, so it's not that bad of a bus ride or a drive. So I'm gonna see if my sister can take me to the interview, because she wants me to meet her tomorrow in person for the last patient. Basically, see how they room the patients there, and also meet with her for the interview, and hopefully we get a schedule. She wants somebody part-time, and I'm like, girl, I'm already ready for the part-time. Her schedule is like pretty flexible, so we talked about that today. I honestly been applying so everywhere, so when she called, I was like, yeah. And then when she told me what it was, I was like, okay, because I remember I was actually messaging her on the Indeed that I actually applied on. So I'm hoping for good news on that one, because I advocate and I love women's health, but for me personally, I wouldn't work as a nurse in a women's health thing, or a counselor or whatever, because honestly, that's just not my spiel. I always wanted to do emergency room, and that's why I think my passion is always going to be. Nothing can really deter me from there, because I like the fast pace of everything. I like to be on my feet, and I feel like these primary care offices sometimes will keep you sitting, and it's like, okay, a lot of downtime, apart from you doing everything else that you need to do, whether it's not clinical stuff, downtime, and what else do you do? For me, I like to be proactive. I like to be on my feet a lot, and from what I heard on the phone with her, it seemed like she's a busy practice, which I love, because I love the busyness of things. And that's what I need. So hopefully that works out tomorrow. I'm going to probably wear a scrub set that doesn't look like a scrub, if that makes sense. Because I have like professional scrubs that I'm going to utilize. Thankfully, I washed them, because I was like, I wasn't planning to go somewhere this week, because I've just been trying to for school. I want to do my midterm tomorrow, which I haven't studied for yet. My biomedical ethics course. Haven't studied for it. And this is midterm week, so I haven't studied. I wanted to study today, but I'm primarily going to do my hair first and then probably study, because I've really just been relaxing until now. I am, like I said, I just applied for the Grad Plus loans. I got that. I had to tell them I wasn't working now, and that's how I got approved for it, which it was honest last time I applied, that I was working, and that's how I got denied. So now I realize that I shouldn't have been working. But I have to work, because that is how we pay our bills. So tomorrow at 5, I'm going to go shadow I guess the MA that's there is going to be triaging the patient, and basically she wants me to see how they room them because everybody's different. I worked with big name organizations and things like that in the past, but I'm trying to deviate from them because it doesn't seem like big names keep staff enough. So like John Hopkins, I would love to, but they're always in Baltimore. A lot of theirs is in Baltimore or Bethesda, and I don't have a car right now, so that's not really feasible for me. So like back to the school. I don't really well. I gotta briefly introduce myself, but I am a medical assistant. I have been one for 9.5 years now, and I can't believe that. It really is 9.5 because July is halfway through this year, and I got my certificate on February 7th, 2017. So it's been 9 years of me staying in this field, and so I just decided to keep going to healthcare, and I did just deviate 1 year of like going to legal studies because I had a dream of going to law school, but that didn't go well. I'm never taking the LSAT again. Do not mind me if I ever say that I am going to law school because I don't believe myself when I say that. I'm not applying there ever again. The process wasn't hard, but it's just like that exam has nothing to do with law. It's a little weird. It's a little exam, not, whatever. But that's just, I'm never going to do that again. So right now, like I said, I'm working on finances, but this month of July, I do have a lot of things I need to do for school-wise. One is finish these 2 courses before my birthday, because one, I'm not doing courses on my birthday. Unless my counseling degree, I'll probably still be in session around my birthday time, but since it's like online, I can still complete it whenever. I mean, same thing with the other program, but like these 2 courses for the summer, I actually want to be finished first with. One is AMP2 and one is the biomedical ethics. So the biomedical ethics have kind of started since the summer started, because it's a 15-week course. It's a very long course, and I moved forward, so I think I've just finished like week 9 or something. There's another paper I have to write, and I haven't started on drafting that yet. I forgot when it's due. I think it's due week 10 or whatever, but we'll get to that soon. So we have 2 more weeks for that. And then I did retake my TEAS exam. TEAS, TEAS, which is the exam that I took before this summer just honestly to get into the program. So I'm still conditionally accepted because I didn't really pass the TEAS exam on the first go around. And the score I needed a 58.7 minimum for that exam. And then I got a 55.3%. And like I said, this was the first time taking this exam anyway. So I took the HESI last time when I was in a nursing program, which I probably should have stayed with, but I didn't really feel comfortable because their score was like, I think you needed an 80. Now, because I already have like the free stuff for the TEAS, I have like the study material for the TEAS. I don't want to go back and like, okay, let me try to study for the HESI. It's going to push me back further than I need to, because the deadline for this exam for the fall is August 1st, so they can get the scores and everything. I'm going to give myself 3 times. Now, the second time I don't pass, I will take it the 3rd time. Now, if I get the minimum required on the second try, I'm not taking it again. It will not be possible. I will not take it again to retest anything. That's one. I do need to pay off my summer tuition, or pay down, because I have other things I need to pay for. So like when I have to pay for the fees, I have to pay down my tuition for summer, because fall I also have to somehow pay for tuition for fall. And then what's the thing else I needed to do? I needed to something else I needed to do, because I said it in the video that I was supposed to upload this morning, but I ended up not uploading it because I didn't feel like I was comfortable just waking up making a video, not being refreshed as much as I am now. And like I said, I gotta redo my hair, so this gotta be taken out soon today. And yeah, so me and my significant other, no, he's one of the people. He's been really supportive of me right now, and I just don't know if we're still on the same sound waves of everything. maybe we are. Maybe I'm reading too much into my mind that we're not good. But he says we are, so I'm just gonna leave it there. I do have a question to ask him later when I'm done with my hair and everything, when I have time to like actually ask the question. Why I personally feel is not good is one, he doesn't text me as usually, and I don't want to go back into asking like, oh, because I'm one of those people that would literally overthink about something, and I don't need to overthink when he says we're good. So let's not overthink. Okay, just drop in the comments. Tell me not to overthink. I would be really appreciative of that. It's just my counseling degree. My GPA is a 4.0. It's still there. I have not dropped any GPAs. This program is not easy. Trust me. I'm reading cases. I'm actually having to virtually counsel people. And it's so strange because, like, me, a whole me is going to be a counselor. And it's like, yo, I wasn't even thinking about this degree in any way when I graduated high school because that's not what I wanted. But then I realized I talk to people. People feel comfortable talking to me. And I do it every day. So I might as well move that into a profession. So that's where we are. This video will be uploaded when I have the chance to upload it. And like I said, maybe before I go do my hair, maybe not. Like I said, drop in the comments, one, where you're watching from, two, what other content you'd like to see from here, three, do not overthink, write that, not overthink, and then I will upload another video, probably not this week, the rest of this week, because one, it's the holiday weekend, and I want y'all to be enjoying with your family, and I want y'all to be safe, so stay tuned for videos next week. Because I start some new session anyway, so that's really good to kind of update y'all on what kind of courses I'm taking, which I already know, but I'd rather update y'all on Monday when it actually starts. So just stay tuned for that. I might do Tuesday and Wednesdays because I think Monday and Tuesdays are my live session, which I've never had a Monday course. So, I guess I got to start the week off with a live session at 7. It's fine. I'm not doing anything. I think. Yeah, so I'm not doing anything, but Mondays and Tuesdays are my live sessions now at 7 p.m. I have one professor who was the same in this last course we just did. One of the courses we just did, so I'm kind of glad because I actually like the way she teaches. There's a new professor for one of the courses. I have no idea what she teaches like. So I'll talk to y'all later. I'm going to head to do my hair, and if I upload it, it'll be uploaded. Y'all could like, comment, subscribe, and comment those things I asked y'all to comment respectfully because it's necessary. And I will also update y'all on the conversation I guess me and him will have next week as well. In case I do decide to ask the question, you will hear from me around next week about that as well. Just like I said, I need to not overthink because he says we're good and I don't want to overthink. It's a question I've asked him before, so it's nothing really hard to ask, but it's just to see if his answer remains the same in a way. But also I'll tell y'all later. I'm gonna go get this hair done because it's been overdue to get done. My mama does my hair, so she don't do other people's hair, but she does mine. I mean, we don't pay her, but she does mine. I'll talk to y'all later. Be safe out there. Happy holidays in advance. And if I post a short to say Happy 4th of July, you'll see it too, but most likely you will not. So, like I said, peace out. Like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully by next time I take my T's and everything, we will be sharing a passing score and that we're ready to start in the fall. Because I've done all my prereqs basically right now. And I'm taking the last 2 that I have to take, and this biomedical ethics course is trying to take me out. So, like I said, I'll talk to y'all later. But stay safe out there because y'all are the best. Yeah.